Okay, so on a more serious note, because I feel like I joke around a lot, but I was up last night. By the way, the background noise is I'm outside, so you're gonna hear a lot of cars. You're also gonna hear my son because he's on the phone watching his YouTube videos. And just like full disclosure, right? This is not one of those hopeful videos. Like I'm not posting this to encourage you. Unfortunately, I'm posting this to just tell you that this is where I'm at, and um yeah, I feel like maybe a few people might be at the same place. I just don't know what to do with what I feel. So here's the thing, right? Last night, not even last night, this morning I was up thinking about the Shunamite woman. The story is in Second Kings, I think, so you can go look for it, read it up for yourself, just so you know that I'm not lying to you. To cut the long story short about this woman, she was a very wealthy woman, had her life together, but she had that one area in her life that she had no control over. So the crux of the story of the Shunammite woman is that she didn't have a child. She got promised a child. She had the child. She lost the child, and then ultimately had what she lost, the child in this case, came back to her. Obviously, the story has a beginning, middle, and end, right? So I don't necessarily relate to the whole story, but I am relating to parts of the story. I am obviously not at the end of the story where she gets that promise back. I am somewhere, I don't know. You know what? Let me go get my stand. I'm back. Okay, so the car is much quieter, and I think that this will do for now. So the story of the Shunamite woman, take 559. Okay, so I decided to write my thoughts down because I think I'm a better writer than I am a good speaker because I ramble a lot. I ramble a lot. So anyway, I'm just gonna read what I wrote. I relate to the story more than I expected I would. Reading her backstory, I found that the woman seems much like some women I've come across, including myself at some point. A woman who seemed settled within herself and has her stuff in order or all figured out. But as the story reveals, as much as she had it all, there was one thing missing, something she could not control. No matter how much her husband may have loved her, she could not conceive a child. No matter how wealthy she was, she couldn't have a baby. Isn't that almost always the case? No matter how you may seem to have it all together, there's one area you just can't control. Well, that's her, and that's me. And because you can't control it or make it happen, you resign yourself to the thought of not having it. So you live your life, you make peace with it, and you carry on. In fact, you even learn to be happy without it. Hell, you've even stopped wanting it. When something has hurt you so much and cut you so deep, when you've been through cycles of expectations and disappointments, you finally decide to bury that thing. That's where she was when she received the promise. The time you even forget that it exists. That thing you can't do anything about. Then God comes in all his glory, to give you a promise of something that you didn't even ask for, a promise of something that you just didn't want to want anymore because wanting it has always left you hurt and disappointed. Now imagine the hurt running so deep and the disappointment has hardened your heart so much that you tell God, look, please, don't lie to me. How bad must it be that not even a promise from the Most High can give you hope? In fact, the promise sounds more like a provocation. What? Don't lie to me, please. Don't deceive me. I've tried this many times over, and many times over I've been disappointed. Who would have thunk that it would ever get this bad? The cynicism is so deep that not even a promise from the Almighty would awaken your hope again. That's the part of the story that I relate to most at the moment. That's where I'm parking this video. Coming to the realization that I thought I was okay, that I thought I made peace with my lack. I thought I was happy without it. I even rationalized my incompleteness until God spoke. It was at that moment that I confronted the fact that actually I'm not as okay with this as I thought I was. The second part of this video will just be as somber because the plot thickens. The promise comes and the promise dies. But that is a story for another day. So that's the story of the Shunamite woman. Like I said, it has a beginning, middle, and an end. And the end is very encouraging. However, I know that within myself, I am not at the end yet. I'm very much at a very cynical place. I'm very much at a place where I need to confront what I thought I had dealt with, but I haven't quite dealt with it already. So if this kind of content is your thing, I will definitely be uploading more videos like this on my YouTube channel. I finally have a YouTube channel. So just as my name is written here on Facebook, you can find my stuff under the same name on YouTube. So feel free to subscribe. I will be uploading more videos like this. I think the second part of this video, I will definitely upload it on YouTube. So